consistency is truly the key to success. I've been focusing on reflecting the past few days and wondering what it is that I've been doing that's made me successful in the way I've had. Like, I've grown so much in such a short time period, but I really don't know why. Like, I'm not having very different thoughts than the person that I was a month ago. But the actions I've taken and the things that I've done and the things that I'm doing are way more progressive than the person I was just a month ago. And for you, you might even be feeling the same thing, even if it's just been a week. It can be just a week and you already feel these dramatic changes, productive wise. And we don't know why that is. The reason is not discipline. Now, discipline might be a part of it. I thought it was originally discipline. I was going to make this video discipline as the title, but it's not. Discipline is only the second most important thing to success, and it's the only thing that's part of, like, it goes in hand with the first thing, the thing that actually is why I'm here and why I've stayed consistent with my goals and my systems that I've set up for these goals. Being consistent is the key. That's what you are missing, or that's what you have. That's what is making you successful. Being consistent is the most important thing, and it's also the hardest thing. Like, there are people that preach about consistency, and it's said that consistency is the key to their success, but we don't really take in why that is. And I can understand why, because I was part of that. I didn't understand why consistency was so, like, looked up upon. Like, I didn't understand why consistency was truly the source of being successful. I thought there was a faster way to all these things, but there isn't. The fastest way is just being consistent. And if you're struggling with consistency, I hope by the end of this video, you'll find any motivation or anything that's going to give you the information on how to be consistent, or at least more consistent, because that's the goal. And consistency, it's definitely the hardest thing to keep. It's not only the most important, but it's the hardest thing to keep doing, like to keep having whenever it comes to your habits and your goals. Because whenever people are looking for this reward, like, let's say you're trying to get a six-pack and you need to go to the gym for that. The hardest thing about it is staying consistent with the amount of days in the week you actually go to the gym. And for me, I believe that consistency has always been one of the things I'm good at, and I've just decided to pick up the habits and take action on the habits that I wanted to gain for myself. And since I've done that, being consistent or being disciplined has been easy, because I've just been consistent, because my brain is already hardwiring itself to these new habits. And just showing up is the first step. Whenever you just show up to whatever it is that you want to do, like, as long as you just read for a minute, or if you just journal for 5 minutes, or maybe you just do like 10 push-ups because you say that you're going to at least work out once every day, or 3 times a week. If you just stay consistent with a regimen, you will probably be 80%, like 80% of the hard work will be done, and the only 20% of the hard work would have to come from actually doing the thing. Showing up literally is 80% of whatever it is that you're trying to do. And I don't think people realize that. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that it was that easy, because it didn't seem that easy. I believe that you probably think the same thing, which is true. It is hard. It is hard to stay consistent. But if you just show up, that makes 80% of the work easier to do. Because all you have to do after that is just do the thing. Like, I mean, it's possible, like, you show up to work or you show up to school and you don't really do much there. And that's like the only case scenario where like showing up might be like harder, because I know sometimes it happens. Sometimes we feel this lethargic feeling and we can't get over it, but you still showed up. You still did 80% of it. You just didn't do the 20. And now that's the part that you, now that you know that's all you need to do, you know what to do now. And I know another struggle with being consistent is loneliness. I definitely believe in that. That's something that, like, I used to try to skateboard back then, and it was fun for a little while, but I didn't stick with it because I didn't have that many people around me that do or that want to do the same thing. And I also, um, like, with who I am right now, with like the way my mind works, there aren't a lot of people like me, and there's not a lot of people that think like me, and that's okay. But it just means that I'm more lonely, which means whenever I want to do these things that are very specific, like starting a business, there's not a lot of people around me that feel the same way. There's not a lot of people that think the same thing as me. And that's not a huge problem, but it's something to acknowledge. And if you are struggling with loneliness in the thing, it's definitely possible, but I just encourage you to try to fix that. That's at least what I would say. And if that doesn't work, then I would go back to just showing up. But the way that you would try to fix it is just try to find either people online or people around you, because there, I guarantee you that there's going to be at least one person around you that's going to be at least 5 to 10% resonant with whatever it is that you want to do. And I know that if you're watching my videos and you're young, that definitely will seem harder than it like sounds. I believe you, but it's just something worth trying, right? It's worth trying to find those people that resonate with you, because that's the point of my channel. But if you find them, it'll probably make it easier to be consistent whenever it comes to these good habits or your goals. And I believe that consistency truly has changed my life in just, I think, a month. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, if I talked to myself, like, literally a month or two ago, he would not believe that he is reading these books and he's already knowing so much knowledge and even having his own YouTube channel. He would be proud, probably. But because truly, I do believe that I am the best I've ever been. I'm not the best version of myself, like in general. Like, I believe that there is a better version of me. That better version of me is still in my head. But this version of me was the best version of me to the old me. And I've already reached a very high level for my standard. And I just have more to go. I'm just trying to become even better, because whenever you're consistent, you get happy with these results. Whenever you start seeing results after being consistent, because consistency only needs to be 1%. It doesn't have to be a huge portion. All it needs to be is a small portion, but consistently, as in every day, or at least daily. And whenever you get this 1% every day, at some point, it'll happen. You'll get the results. And when that happens, it's all gonna click. Because it then gets easier to be consistent because you get addicted to the results. And that's a good thing, actually. Whenever you get addicted to these results, it's gonna make you keep going. Like, whenever you hit the gym and you keep hitting chest, and then after like a week or two, you start seeing some improvement, you're like, dang, like you see tone and definition, you just want to go more. That's just how it works. Whenever you see these results, you start to get addicted to the habits, but you also get addicted to just the reward. And it makes you keep going for it. Like, all of the habits I've gained have all been transactional. They've all been my time and discipline for the reward. And the reward part is due to consistency of the discipline. Those things go hand in hand, and they are necessary for your success in whatever it is that you want. And I don't know if people actually realize that yet, but there are people that have and have talked about consistency. But like me, and probably like you didn't realize how actually important consistency is. And I think that talking about it in this video, in my journal, is necessary for you to at least take action for whatever it is that you're putting off or procrastinating. Because all you need to do is 1% of it. All you need is to do it 1%, a small amount every day, or at least whatever it is your regimen is for whatever habit, in order to reach your goals and be successful. It's all it takes. It's all it takes. Just show up. Don't get scared by loneliness. And remember, all you need is 1%. I think that's all I need to talk about in this video. I'm just going to wrap it up with a little conclusion. It is currently 5:32 a.m. And for the people that like don't believe me here, because I wake up at 4:30. So dang, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you. But it is, I don't know if you could see it in the far corner. Probably not. I hope you believe me. It is 5:32. But as of making this video, and I wake up early just so I can get these videos out to you, because really I journal. I love journaling. And that this journal is my morning journal, or what, it's my thought journal, sorry. And I like to journal in it in the morning. But recently, ever since I made regret and the video before that, the like it'll change your life, like your life can change in such a short time, I realized that it's a funner, or it's more fun to journal in here than it is in my uh, writing journal, because I get more thoughts out easier, because I'm able to articulate myself in a way where my thoughts are, and my brain is keeping up with the thoughts and my words are keeping up with the thoughts. So it's able to just like take the words out straight from my brain and just put them in here, instead of having to write them down and forgetting at least 5% of each thought. And I enjoy it. I enjoy making this. And I go to school in like 2 hours, I think, from now, maybe one. I leave for school by like 7, but it's unfortunate. I wish I didn't have to, but it's just how it goes. Today, I know it's going to be a very free day for me. I'm going to just be doing a whole lot of work and stuff. And I hope that this video is definitely gives you maybe a boost of motivation or dopamine in going towards being consistent and more disciplined. I have work to do, and you probably do too, don't you? I hope you have a beautiful day, and I genuinely mean it when I say thank you for watching this video. If you want to contact me, my email is in the description of this channel. I might put it in the video, but I probably won't. So check the channel if you want to email me. And if you stayed this long, please leave a comment. Leave your thoughts on this video. Any advice I will take with gratitude. And again, I do hope that you have a beautiful day, because mine is going to be long as hell. I'm going to hate today. I hate Wednesdays. I have rehearsal and stupid, dumb stuff that take up my time, which restrict me from making these videos outside. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully.